the martyr in me.
This is part 2 of the video.
Shut up!
One cameraman later. Okay.
Remember what happened to the last guy?
Okay, please, just don't. I'm
All
3
right.
days from retirement.
Back to the review. Number 10. Every single Disney villain ever. I have a 2-page list of why, and I'm not gonna read it. Number 9. Khan. Knock it off! Number 8. The Emperor from Star Wars. Now, he pulled off a Xanatos Gambit from TV tropes. Now, if you'd like me to explain, he orchestrated the entire prequel trilogy. Come on, guys, I'm not even done! Anyway, he basically set up the entire war, made everything the way it happened, so he could get Anakin to be his apprentice, so he could become the ruler of the galaxy, blah blah blah. He took over the world.
Of course!
And then in The Force Unleashed, that entire game was a Xanatos Gambit to root out his enemies, but he didn't expect it to go the wrong way. I could go on for days about this, so I'm just going to cut it off here. The Emperor's number 8. Number 7 is Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean. Now this is a sick villain. Like, he crashes ships, he gets all the survivors, offers them the choice, servitude for eternity, or slit their throats and throw them over the boat. But he is awesome because he can play the organ with his beard. Can you play the organ with your beard? If you do, I want to see it. Number 6 is Dr. Evil from the Austin Powers series. Get out of my review. I'm only going to say this one more time. Dr. Evil from the Austin Powers series. Now, what is there to say about Dr. Evil other than the fact that he's a doctor and he's evil? Well, he started out as a parody of James Bond villains, and now we can't replace him. He's just too awesome. Number 5 is HAL 9000 from 2001, A Space Odyssey. Now, it's clearly past 2001, and we haven't been killed by him yet, but back then this was probably a big deal. Now, it's one thing to fight a villain, but when you're inside him, not like that. Like, Hal is a pretty threatening guy. Like, he can tell what you're doing. He knew about that date with Rosie Palms you had.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
It's like Ceiling Cat, only a machine. He also had one of the best death sequences ever.
Daisy, give me your answer, do. I'm half crazy, all for the love of you.
Number 4 is the Joker. Now, there are a lot of variations of the Joker, but this one goes to the one from The Dark Knight. Why? Because the entire thing is a Xanatos Gambit. I mean, the entire bank robbery, the entire movie is the Joker's plan to screw with Gotham citizens, corrupt Harvey Dent, try to prove that Batman is just as evil as him, and to generally just cause some chaos. And he's freaking funny, like when the bombs don't quite go off. the late, great Heath Ledger, except for that bit in Brokeback Mountain, he said that he got inspiration from our number 3 spot, so let's see who it is. Number 3 is Alex Delarge from A Clockwork Orange. Now, it's kind of rare when they can make you sympathize with the villain, and Malcolm McDowell pulled it off. Like, you know that he's a sick individual with all the stuff he does, like beating up old people, rape, and all that, but there's a more evil force in that than him, and that would be the government. And it's just like that nowadays, too. But after they take away all his thrills, he's just somebody you just plain feel sorry for. And that's why Alex takes place number 3. Number 2 is Hannibal Lecter from Silence of the Lambs. Dear God, do I really have to explain Hannibal Lecter? Apparently so. Now, I even wear this mask as a tribute to Hannibal Lecter, not to hide my face. I already took it off earlier in the review. But Hannibal is just plain awesome. Using the mechanics of a pen, he breaks out, kills people, skins one, uses their skin as a mask to escape the mental hospital, and fly off and kill and eat his greatest enemy, Dr. Chitin. That's just plain awesome. That and his hissing is just creepy. That would make a normal person shudder. And now for the number 1 villain in my book, Darth Vader. When I was a kid, this guy was like Jesus. Darth Vader was on par with Jesus. Like, he's got that all-black awesome suit of armor, cape, and he's voiced by James Earl Jones. Do we need anything else? Of course, in the prequel trilogy, I didn't root for Anakin as much as I did for the Vader in the suit because, you know, he was a whiny emo. But liar! But still, Darth Vader is the greatest villain in my books.
I am your father. No. It's not true.
And those are my top 20 favorite villains. If you don't like my choices, make your own list. I'm the Psychosocialist. Bring...
Here's Johnny.
Oh, darn it, I forgot Jack Nicholson.
You know, I am the epitome of all evil. The darkest, dark person who ever lived. I am so evil, in fact, that old ladies say, hey, that guy is slightly not cool. I don't want him hanging out with my children. Even though I'm 40, so that makes sense. But still, I am evil. So very evil that occasionally I do evil things, such as the ones I listed before, as I said last time. My evilness is unparalleled by other evil people who are also evil. I am evil and evil and evil and what are you doing? Hey, get out of my set thing.
What you say?
As I was saying, I'm your Psychosocialist, bringing you my point of view.
Cause you did, what you say? That it's all for the
Alright, another review done. Let's pack it up.
I'm not dead yet.
You'll be stone dead in a moment.
what you say?
I'm still not dead.
What you say? That you only meant well, cause you did.